Miss Mill, where is Mr. Smith and Mr. Reinfelder? They were supposed to be here for the Google Classroom tutorial.
They definitely should be here by now. We were supposed to start 15 minutes ago.
I know, where are they?
Oh yeah, you ready for this, Mr. Reinfelder?
Where have you guys been?
And what are you wearing?
What do you mean, what am I wearing? I thought we were surfing the web today, right?
Right, what else could we be surfing?
Not literally.
Figuratively.
Well, Mr. Smith, at least we look cool.
That's what I'm saying. All right, are we ready to teleport into Miss Mel's laptop?
Let's do it.
I downloaded the teleportation app on my laptop, so all we have to do is close our eyes, count to 5, and we're there.
Nice, let's do it. All right, ready?
Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cowabunga!
Hello, 6th grade parents and students. The teaching team would like to offer some tips and guidance on Google Classroom. There will be several Google Classrooms active, and they will be organized by teacher and subject. Now, don't get scared. The teachers will make sure to clearly communicate your assigned Google Classrooms. Please make sure though to keep those class codes. It's very important. Thank you for joining Google Classroom. Now to Mr. Reinfeldt.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. There are 2 ways to join a classroom: class code and email invitation. To join by class code, go to classroom.google.com and sign in with the student's benchmarkkids.net account. If you need sign-on information, contact the teachers and we will be happy to provide that for you. At the top of the screen, click the plus sign that says Join Class. Enter the class code that has been given to you by the teacher. Now you are registered. Codes are 6 to 7 characters using letters and numbers.
Email invites are another way that students can access their Google Classrooms. To start, you will need to be signed into your benchmarkkids.net account, found in the upper right-hand corner of your screen here, okay? Any invites to a Google Classroom can be accessed through a student's benchmarkkids.net Gmail, okay? If you need sign-on information, whether that's a username or a password, contact the teachers and we will provide that for you. Okay. Now this email, the Gmail that is through benchmarkkids.net, is the most important means of communication between the teacher and the student. So make sure that the student is checking this throughout the day. Okay. So you will open your email and you will see that an invite to a classroom will be from the teacher, and it will have a subject line that says class invitation, along with the title of the classroom, such as Mr. Smith's math class. You'll see that this email here is inviting the student to a classroom entitled Test, okay? Now you will click on that email. This might take a second to open up. And simply click the big blue, let me come down here, the big blue join button. Once you have joined the class, there will be no need to enter a class code for that classroom, okay? And once you've pressed this join button, you are in the Google Classroom. Joining a class will automatically send all assignments, material, and messages to the student's benchmarkkids.net Gmail account. Pretty neat, huh?
Once again, students will need to be signed in to their benchmarkkids.net accounts while using Google Classroom. After signing in, you will notice the class title in large font. The title of the class is also seen in the upper left-hand corner, next to a menu that can access assignments, check your calendar, and toggle between classrooms. You will also notice your menu in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, also known as the waffle. This can access student email, documents, and other features.
The first page on Google Classroom is known as the stream. Now, if you have a Facebook, Instagram, it's a lot like it. It's general announcements, assignments, due dates, and a to-do list. So a little bit different information than your online sites. However, this is all about what you're going to be learning, your due dates, and all that jazz. So on the Classroom stream, students will be able to communicate with each other by using the prompt that says, share something with your class. Please, please, please read our student user agreements so you can keep it classy. Your teacher may use the stream to post invites to Zoom instructions as well. It is important to check the stream as well as your Gmail every single day. Expectations and plans for the week will be posted on Monday. When communicating on Google Classroom Stream, a student can make a general announcement or respond to an announcement that may be made by another student or your teacher.
This is where the student will spend most of their time when using Google Classrooms. Navigating the Classwork page, students will find posts from the teacher found in chronological order. At the top of the Classwork page, a student can view their work. This will list assignments, whether they are graded, completed, or still due. The top of this page also has the student's calendar and a drive folder to access documents that can be saved, shared, and submitted. The Classwork page enables the teacher to break instruction into different topics or subjects. It is possible that the teacher will not use this feature. The teacher will make sure to clearly communicate if they plan on using a classroom for multiple topics.
On the Classwork page, teachers' posts will fall under several categories. Those categories are materials, questions, assignments, and quiz assignments. If a student has a question about a particular post, they may comment on that post, and the teacher will get right back to them at the earliest convenience. So here we are in the Classwork section of Google Classrooms. As I mentioned, we've got the different types of posts from the teacher, and we're going to talk about materials here. Okay? Materials are general information like readings or videos that the students will need to learn in order to complete assignments. Materials have an icon that looks like a rectangular book with a bookmark. And once again, if a student has a question about any material, they may submit comments. You'll see if we go right in here, it says to read this. This could be a link to YouTube video lesson. This could be a link to an online reading. It can also be a link to a Zoom invite, to PDFs that have general information or curriculum. It can also be a link to Flipgrid. It can be pretty much any general information that the student has to get access to, but materials are not graded. Okay, let's see, we could view material here. And this is where, if as a student, I would be able to put a comment if I had a general comment for the material or a question for the teacher. Unless otherwise noted by the teacher, materials will not be graded. And as I mentioned, materials posted by the teacher may include Zoom invites, PDFs, links to YouTube, links to Flipgrid, and other educational materials.
Assignments are graded submissions from the student and act as the teacher's primary assessment of student progress. The assignment icon is a clipboard with horizontal lines. When a teacher posts an assignment, they will leave detailed instructions on what is expected and how to submit the assignment. In many cases, assignments can be directly submitted through Google Classroom using Google Docs or attachments. One way to do this is to access Your Work. All assignments will have an Add or Create button found in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. If there is a different means to submit student work, the teacher will communicate that on the assignment post. Assignment posts also allow students the opportunity to ask questions directly to the teacher, view point totals, and review rubrics. Due dates are also clearly seen for each assignment. Assignment quizzes are laid out exactly like assignments, but have a Google Forms attached with tailored questions for the student to answer.
Lastly, the Classwork page also allows teachers to post questions. The icon for questions is a question mark. Inside a speech bubble. So you're gonna see a speech bubble and look for that question mark. Questions are simply a prompt and response for the teachers to check in on student progress. They can be written response or multiple choice. At some point, these questions may serve as taking attendance. So look out for that and make sure you're participating. Like assignments, questions can have a due date and to be subject for grade. So don't just think it's something we're going to answer, it could be towards your grade. The teacher will make sure to clarify their method using questions in Google Classroom.
So, the third and last page in Google Classroom is people, and that's what it's all about anyway. This feature will not be used frequently by students, but acts as a general directory of all teachers and students registered in the Google Classroom. On the people page, students can easily see the people in that Google Classroom. If you see multiple teachers on this page, it is because other teachers are invited to the chat and post from time to time. Students can also find peers registered in the same class. This feature is great for communication, peer editing, and planning birthday parties for the teacher.
We hope this video has been helpful to students and parents in navigating Google Classroom. Remember, students must use their benchmarkkids.net accounts to access Google Classroom. The 6th grade team is looking forward to seeing you all this year. Please reach out with any questions, comments, or concerns.